Hi, it's Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we're going to be traveling all the way back to 1978 to listen to Wise After the Event by the amazing Anthony Phillips. And this one comes from Wise After the Event, his second studio album, which is his only album where he supplies all the lead vocals. It appears to be an apocalyptic journey of mankind through lands and waters of the earth. Let's go. Don't know where we're going. Genesis vibes. Gathering up high, gathering up low. See how the air's crinkly guitar. I couldn't resist singing along, making up my own vocal parts for that beautiful kind of dark ending. Wow, what a song, what a journey. I think we're somewhat in slightly different territory than the first album. I've only heard, I think, one from there. Similar, but this one's a little different. Obviously, it's only a year later, I think, but I do see some progression. But wow, those Genesis-esque moments, amazing. All the guitar, absolutely stellar through the whole song. Wow, that was obviously the best part, the main focus of the song. Every section so strong, including the introduction, these amazing chords just coming in and out, one by one. There's a pause between each one. That was very nice. Then this highly introspective guitar strumming. I don't normally think of strumming as introspective, but huge vibes of that. Makes sense. It's a deep song. I wish I knew the lyrical meaning 100%, but you guys can let me know if I got it somewhat right in my introduction. I love the nice steady pace in those first sections, like we're on the journey, we're moving along, whether on the water or the land or both, with this crowd of people. If it's a crowd of people in the story, I don't know, but I love that feeling of movement, motion, soldiering on. Distanced but strong vocals by Anthony. Really enjoyed hearing him. I probably heard him before, but it was great that he sang so much in this song. Excellent falsettos. I loved him way up there, and there were plenty of those moments. Of course, the structure, pretty unusual here. I wouldn't even guess on first listen. So I don't know if it's pre-chorus, chorus, or what, but those mystical Genesis moments in the instrumentation, incredible. I pointed to one of them. It got dark for a little bit there, just a couple seconds, but that whole Genesis section, we'll call it, amazing. I like how it came back one or two times more later in the song. I was literally expecting Peter Gabriel to show up and start singing along with Anthony. So now it's the middle of the song, roughly. I'm still marching along with this group, with Anthony. Wow, so effective in that beat. Then the guitars just seem to get even better as the second half starts. There were multiple guitar tones, first of all these beautiful sounds in my head, the way they were being played, whatever instrument was chosen for each sound, incredible, but it was all guitar glory. The tempo speeds up, did not expect that, so the urgency in the song, at least in the music, seems to increase. Love that surprise, of course. And then the shiny golden guitar strings, that's what I was envisioning in my head, just being plucked, strummed to perfection all around me. There was several of them. Again, the guitars really blew me away here. And by those final vocals, I was just lost in his voice. I don't know, it sounded different. I could be wrong, but his vocals sounded dreamier, slidier, flowier towards the end of those vocals. I don't know if it was my imagination or if he actually changed it up, but I was really, again, lost in his beautiful voice there. Then this magical plucking at the end of the main song, we'll call it, really, really striking. It almost sounded like percussion at the end, but I'm pretty sure it was guitar strings. I don't know, but how he played it, very striking, very, very magical. Wow, a great wind down to the main song. Then we get a rest for a few seconds, a pause, and then that whole final musical section. Yeah, I don't know if that last instrumental section was a whole new idea. I don't think so. I think it was tied to the beginning of the song, or at least like a variation on the theme of the beginning of the song. But it was a huge moment for reflection, calming. I was still moving, quite unique. It was long lasting, so I got to enjoy it, and highly moving. The whole song beautiful and moving. Yeah, so very glad that I now know another wonderful, beautiful, impactful song by the amazing Anthony Phillips. It's getting the Epic Platinum Record Award, absolutely, for Wise After the Event by Anthony Phillips, 1978. And thank you so very much, the amazing Anthony Phillips, and everyone else involved in this awesome song. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. If you wish to chat about this one, I would love to know what you think. Maybe some more of your favorites by Anthony. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.